Hello fun and learning student of class 10th. In a previous video, we have discussed the primary activity. That is, primary activity includes those occupations which are closely related to man's natural environment. For example, fishing, agriculture, lumbering, animal rearing. These are known as your primary sector. We have discussed this. Now, in this video, we will start the secondary activity. What is this? So, the activities which produce finished goods by using the product of primary activities as raw material are included in the secondary sector. That is, in secondary sector, the raw material is obtained from the primary sector and they are finished in the factories. So this sector is known as your secondary sector. Like manufacturing, for example, of cloth from cotton. This is your manufacturing of cloth is known as secondary sector, because from cotton you are manufacturing the cloth. Second example, like sugar cane. That is, from sugar cane as a raw material you produce sugar. So sugar industry is known as your secondary sector or secondary activity. So I think you have understood this topic. So these activities transform natural or primary product into manufactured products. So these are termed as your secondary activities. These are also known as industrial activities. Somewhere in the book it is written as industrial activities. So don't confuse with that, industrial activities. So what is the important characteristic? That here you will find the factories and industry, and the raw material in this factory and industry is obtained from the primary sector. So primary sector is connected with the secondary sector in this way. And I have given you the example of cloth and sugar. They are obtained from the cotton and sugar cane respectively for the secondary activity or secondary sector. See in this figure like this. This is the secondary sector products, because like this, chair, coat, shoes, hat, these are all obtained with the help of the raw material of the primary sector. Somewhere in the industry they are have been made. So this is your known as secondary sector. So I think you have understood this topic, that is what is primary sector and what is secondary sector. Those people who are working in these factories or industries, they are known as the people who are working in the secondary sector. Like in the primary sector, those people who are working in this sector, these are known as the primary sector worker, and similarly those who are working in this industry or factories, they are known as the secondary sector worker. So I think you have understood this topic, that is what is primary sector, characteristic of it, and what is secondary sector, characteristic of it, those who are working people in these two important sector, and how this primary and secondary sector are interconnected with each other. So we have discussed these two important sector. Now these two sector leads to the third sector, that is your tertiary sector. So tertiary sector is also known as service sector. That is what is service sector, and this is the third sector. From two sector to this is the third level, third sector, and this is also connected with it. So we will discuss this third sector in the next video, and how they are interconnected with each other for primary, secondary and tertiary sector. This will all we discuss in the next video. So so far I think you have got it. That is what is primary sector, secondary sector, characteristic of it. Example I have given you, what is it. So go in the book and study it. You will very easily understand primary, secondary sector. So thank you student, thank you very much.